Blessings to the fight fans. Bellz N Smoke, Chief Rowe, here to discuss the fights that happened this past weekend. The undisputed bouts between Alycia Baumgardner and Ilham Meklit, or however you say her name. And then we had Amanda Serrano versus Cruz. Also want to touch on AJ Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin a little bit as well. And then we also got Harrison versus Tszyu coming up, and Benavidez versus Plant. I already spoke about Benavidez versus Plant. Not really going to speak on it in this installment, but as far as Alycia Baumgardner versus Meklit, I felt like she did pretty good. I felt like her performance was a strong performance. She had a good outing. She fights over in the UK, so she's always in somebody else's backyard. Baumgardner definitely did what she needed to do in order to win the fight. It was a few punches that she took that was rather clean, that you don't really want to see too many of your fighters take. And in matches like that, you know, clean punches to the head like that can be fatal or, you know, damaging. So you don't want to take too many clean punches like that. But when I tell you she ate them bad boys like some Scooby snacks, and went back to whooping her ass, man, she ate them punches like a G, and went back to tearing off in her. So hats off to her, man. Congratulations to Alycia on her, you know, achieving undisputed. And Amanda Serrano versus Cruz was a dog fight. Also, shout out to Meklit, man. She put up she stood her ground. She had a good fight, and you know, it just wasn't enough. But she showed up. You know, she made it a fight. And another thing about that fight, Alycia, you know, towards the end, you know, that really was like maybe the last sequence, the last trading sequence between them two in the last round leading up to the bell. Alycia was just going, she was going body, head, body, head, and it just looked so good, man. Like, she was in a zone, bro. You could tell she could have won possibly even maybe 2 or 3 more rounds, because she was just like starting to lock in. To me, that's what it looked like. Like, she was just starting to lock in on her target and really be aggressive, because she was just like, bah, 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 and she wasn't stopping, G. So, yeah, congratulations to her, man. It's a blessing to see these two sisters, not sisters, but sisters, as in copper-colored women, from Alycia Baumgardner and Clarissa Shields being undisputed champions, and with women's boxing, you know, taking off the way it is right now, because they don't get a lot of respect that they deserve. It's interesting, man. And Amanda Serrano versus Cruz was a dog fight. You hear me? Dog fight. They was in it. I ain't seen the fellas fight like that in a minute. They was dogging it out. And man, much respect and much honor to Cruz, man. I wonder, is her, me and T Smith was talking the other day, and we was trying to figure out if Isaac Cruz is related to Shorty, because they look just alike. They fight just alike. Like, is that his sister or some shit? So, but she's a dog, man. She got a lot of tremendous heart. Kept her composure throughout the fight, even though her head was leaking all over the ring. Amanda too. She kept her composure. Her head was leaking too, because I believe they both southpaws. So, you know, when they coming in to strike, they was bumping heads a lot. So that's why both of them had gashes on their head that led to all the blood being everywhere. But they both kept their composure. They both fought beautifully well. And I can't wait to see them back in action. I definitely can't wait to see Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor too. Because here at Bellz N Smoke, we feel like Amanda Serrano won that first match. But you know, with the politics of boxing, and Katie did her thing too. She did well in that fight, but she was out on her feet from the 5th to the 10th. So for 5 rounds, she was just fighting like off pure instinct, and Amanda was just going to work. So it's gonna be interesting to see that fight take place again. Can't wait for it to happen. And shout out to Amanda Serrano. Congratulations for achieving undisputed as well. So now we have two Copper Color sisters that are undisputed champions in women's boxing, and we have one Puerto Rican sister that is champion in women's boxing, undisputed champion in women's boxing. Excuse me. And man, the fellas gonna have to step their game up because, bro, the women are holding it down. They giving us the quality fights that we looking for. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is scared of nobody. Everybody putting they belts, everything on the line, and getting in the ring with the person that said they're whatever females say that they better than you. You getting in the ring with them and you chopping them down. Period. Like, we should have been had Crawford Spence. We should have been had Canelo Benavidez. We should have been had Canelo Charlo. We should have been had who else? Throw some fights out. Who else? We should have been had Tank and Ryan. We should have been had Devin and Shakur. Like, what we waiting for? Y'all walking around saying y'all the best, but y'all not getting in the ring with the best, with the other guys that saying they're the best. So shout out to the women, man. They holding it down in the sport. You gotta give them their props. It is what it is. You know, the females, they grabbing their ovaries, and the guys is kind of like, just like, I don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, cut it out. Like, let's get this in motion. All right. We got Brona fighting. Fight coming up against Robert Williams. I want to touch on that as well. Shout out to Brona, man. It was very interesting to see. It's very interesting to see how humble he is now and how focused he is now, and he's not drinking as much as he used to, and the fact that he can acknowledge the fact that the drinking was the problem, and to acknowledge that if he could just stay focused and keep a good team of people around him to help him stay grounded in between fights, oh man, Brona will be out of sight, man. He's a champion easy. So it's gonna be interesting to see him come back. And then we got Harrison versus Tszyu. I think Tony Harrison might, shock a few people and end up beating Tszyu. So Harrison, don't forget Harrison is a dog. Tony Harrison is a dog, man. Don't forget that. Don't put all your money on Tim. Okay? Because Harrison will shock you, bro, just like he did Charlo. That first time, he'll blow you. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I lost this. No. He's skillful. He's very skillful. He come from Crunk Gym, like, you know what I'm saying? Youngin. So don't underestimate that situation. And AJ versus Jermaine Franklin. Good fight coming back. I love Anthony Joshua. I love his energy. I love his positivity. I love how he moved. You know what I'm saying? I think he kind of got a little lax, you know what I'm saying, with being the champion so long, and with being a champion and being such a huge part of boxing, being the face of boxing over there in the overseas or whatever. But I think if Anthony Joshua focus on what his mission is, and having Derrick James now as his trainer and coach, I think we should see a different AJ come out. But with Jermaine Franklin, man, he's a dog. Jermaine Franklin is a dog. He should have won the fight against. If he didn't win that fight, it should have been a draw. Easy. He's a dog. Okay? He a dog. He about to take Anthony Joshua there. He about to take him there. He's about to take him there. Okay? So let's get that understood, man. He ain't no shortcoming with Jermaine Franklin. So don't think AJ's about to just get in there and run through fam, cause it ain't going. He ain't going. He's not going. So this about to be a good one. We could see AJ stumbling around the ring again in this fight. But I think it's gonna be a good one, man. I think it's gonna be a good one. Now, watching the Dillian White fight. Now, when I looked up Jermaine Franklin, they say he from Detroit, but I think when he was fighting Dillian White, they kept saying he was from Chicago. So I don't know, but I know for sure he's from the Midwest. So, the Midwest, we ride together. St. Louis, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, all these states, we kind of like, but everybody kind of play off Chicago a little bit because, we got the most swag around this motherfucker. But anyway, got to ride with Jermaine Franklin, man. We got to ride with the home team Titans. So that's going to be interesting to see that fight, play out. And hopefully he get the win, man. Like I said, I love AJ. I want AJ to... I'm kind of torn with this fight because I love AJ as a heavyweight, but Jermaine Franklin being from the hometown, from the hometown area, hometown zone, like we want to see him win. We want to see him get the, get the W so he can go on and fight bigger fights. So tune in. We're gonna be back here with more information and more chopping it up more about boxing. Also, one second, y'all. All right, so these here are my sparring gloves and bag gloves. Well, really my bag gloves. These are gloves that I hit the bag with. So anybody who wants to become a part of the Bellz N Smoke gang, comment your name in the comment section under the videos, and I will get a white marker and begin to sign your names onto these gloves. And when I use them at the gym, everybody will see them, and so on and so forth. So become part of Smoke Gang, comment your name and what city you represent down in the comments, and I will get the little white, autograph marker and put your name and where you from on these gloves. It might end up being a lot of y'all, but that's what we're gonna do, and these are gonna become, once I give you some new bag gloves and some real sparring gloves, because see, these are not real boxing gloves because they don't have the laces. So once I get some more gloves, I'll tie these up and hang them like in the back or something with everybody's name on it. So yeah, man, but y'all tune in. Make sure y'all tune in and hit the like, subscribe, support the channel, man. We just trying to grow our channel and help support the sport of boxing, help grow the sport of boxing, because it's not really a household name or a household sport like football and UFC. You can't cut on ABC or CBS and see a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to get this sport. I have so much love and respect for fighters and the sport itself, so that's why we created Bellz N Smoke, was to help grow the sport and to hopefully be able to grow a large enough audience to where we can, get fighters who don't have that large following a bigger stage where they can speak and be heard. So just support the channel, man. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and ring the notification bell. Chief Rowe, Bellz N Smoke.